Hello everyone, welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is Natalie and this is the weekend energies for the 24th, 25th, and 26th of September. So I'm going to start with Libra and I'm going to work my way all the way to Pisces. I'm going to timestamp everything in the description box below, so stick around as well. At the end there's a pick a card section. So I'm going to start with Libra. So Libra, happy birthday for you first decade Libras. And so Libra, your weekend energy for Libra. Libra, cut for Libra. Libra, we have the Hermit. We have the Four of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the World. Wow. Wonderful reading for you. Okay. The World is closing out a cycle or starting a new cycle. All right. And something that's going to be fixed or more solid for you, because that card is associated with all four fixed signs. And yeah, you're getting some significant answers, I think. So let's grab this. Okay, this is not spreading like I wish. Let's just pick this one right here. Forgiveness. So it's asking you to forgive. Someone needs to forgive. Either you need to receive forgiveness or you need to forgive yourself or forgive others, okay? I think the answer is within you, and most likely it's forgiving yourself, but you have here the World. So like I said, closing out a chapter or starting something new. And you're going to be going within. You're going to be looking for answers within. You have here 3 keys that could fit into that keyhole. You have the answers within you. You just need to find the right one or understand the pattern of what had happened to be able to get that guidance that you have within yourself. We have the Bear here, and the Bear to me is associated with finances. I don't see that in this reading today necessarily, that it has to be with finances. I think it's more about protection. You need to protect yourself, and you want to be in that protective mode for others as well around you. So you need to go within, forgive yourself or forgive others in order to regain that confidence and that protection. Hold on to that feeling once you have gotten to the answers, because that burden that you've had in the past is going to be eliminated completely. And, soon you'll have that happiness again with the Ten of Pentacles. There's an element of luck here. And I think the luck is not so much luck as in you're lucky, but you create your own luck by doing this exercise at this time, by doing the exercise of going within and understanding what's going on. But you have the solution within you. And I think the solution is the forgiveness. Forgiveness. You forgive, or you forgive others, or you are forgiving yourself. Okay? So once again, happy birthday, and we'll see you next weekend. Take care. Hello, Scorpio. So welcome to your weekend energies for the 24th, 25th, and 26th of September. We're going to start off with tarot and jump into the other cards right after that. So your first card is Judgment, the 3 of Cups, and the 7 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Chariot. So you're moving along and it's guided by the universe. You have the go ahead card to move ahead with the situation at hand. And it's basically something that's a second chance, a second crack at something. And I have a funny feeling that you've been wishing this, but you just, it was not the right timing. And look, you have the Heart. The Heart is about something that you really care for. I'm just going to not spread these. I'm just going to pick a card. I really feel like you've been hoping and wishing this thing, this whatever thing that is heartfelt. Either it's a relationship or it could be something that you really had at heart. You're getting a second chance at this. And, we have the card of 3 of Cups. But in this deck, I don't necessarily see the 3 of Cups as a celebration. I see this as a card of getting guidance from the North Star, which is part of the Big Dipper. or close to the Big Dipper. And there's a lot of lavender on here, and the lavender speaks of tranquility, peace. And we have 3 people, so there may be some friends involved or family to help you along with this process. And underneath we have the lilies. The lilies in the Lenormand is also a card of maturity and peace, loyalty as well. So I really think that, you're going to pull through. You're going to get something that you've been wanting for a long time. And it's something that you're going to get assistance, and it's going to bring you peace. And something you have been working on. We have the 7 of Pentacles, and it wasn't never the right timing, but I think now the timing is right. There's going to be some communication with others around you, verbal communications. And I think it's going to change completely your perception of your situation, because that's the card we have here, is perception. There's a butterfly on this card as well. There's 2 of them. So butterflies speak of transformation. So this whole concept of the weekend, you being able to move ahead with a second chance, is going to bring changes in your life. And she's holding on to a door handle where she could open and walk through. So it's opening up a new world for you. And I think from the past, and this is not something from the future, I think this is just a past element. You may have felt like you were in trouble. You were probably that mouse there, and that fox is like walking behind you, and you're completely unaware of it coming your way. And I think this is your past energy. I think it's an energy that you felt maybe at risk or vulnerable. But now you're getting something that happens to you, Scorpio, this weekend that changes things around for you. And you're able to move forward and regain that peace and tranquility. And it's going to change your whole perception on the situation, whatever situation it may be pertaining to. So I'll leave you at that. You take care and have a great weekend. Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekend energies for the 24th, 25th, and 26th of September. We're going to start with tarot, and then we'll jump into the other cards. First card for you, Sagittarius, is the Devil. Oops. Second card is the Lovers. And then the King of Cups. We have the Page of Cups on the bottom. From Dixit, we have the Keyhole. And from Lenormand, oops, the card of the dog came out, but I'm not taking it. The Birds, the Scythe, and the Stork. And from this deck, I'm just going to cut Acceptance. Okay, just before we begin with the reading, on this card there's a name tag, and the name tag on the person is Cherry, as in the cherries, as in cherries, right? So maybe there's someone called Cherry in your life, or you're called Cherry, or someone called Cherry as such. Cherries maybe are important to you. Anyways, it's calling out to accept the situation, okay? Okay, so I think what I'm seeing from this is, I really think that you have had the energy of the Page of Cups, which is being a dreamer. He's a big-time dreamer. He's a creator and a dreamer. And I think that you had your hopes up on something that possibly could be unattainable. Because we have the Devil right underneath that, and the Devil calls for toxicity. It could be toxic conversations, because we have the Birds right underneath it. Or maybe you are talking about the toxicity around you. But right after that, we have the Lovers. And the Lovers is not necessarily about a lover, but it could be about a choice. And beneath that, we have the Scythe, which is cutting something out or something sudden. We have the King of Cups, and then we have the Stork. The Stork is about change or movement, move. So I really see this Sagittarius as a situation where you need to accept and see the reality for what it is. You know the answer, and when you look through that keyhole, you'll see the answer. You need to accept the situation for what it is. Look through the keyhole for the answer. Realize that there is toxicity around you, that you ultimately did not think it was going to be as such. You were hoping, dreaming, and even possibly working towards so that it would not be as such. But, you got hooked into a situation where there's toxicity. You need to make a choice and cut something out. And remember to be loving, self-loving for yourself. This is him meditating and also radiating love from his heart. But I really think that the love, primary love, should be towards yourself. And maybe love that individual or that situation to release it. You need to move away from it. You have the scythe and the move. You need to get away from this situation. All right, Sagittarius, enjoy your weekend regardless and take care. We'll see you next weekend. Hello, Capricorn. So welcome to your weekend energies for the 24th, 25th, and 26th of September. So we're going to start off with tarot for you, and then we're going to jump into the other cards. So the first card is the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Moon card. Bottom of the deck is the Fool. So you're basically embarking on a new journey with the Fool's energy. You're leaving the past in the past and you're moving ahead to start a new one. So you're taking a chance. You're just leaving the stuff behind and moving on. All right. From Lenormand, right underneath that, we have the Ace of Wands. Underneath that, the Bear. Underneath the Queen of Cups, we have the Messenger or the Rider. Underneath the Moon, we have the Garden. From Dixit, we have a group of people in a seance, 3 people in a seance, and this card I'm just going to pick haphazardly as such. Okay. All right, so I think this card that I just pulled was confusion. It's called confusion, and I think you have been confused. You may have had some elements of confusion around you for which you needed to clear up the energies, and the way to get to do that is by maybe having a group session, with your friends, or maybe this is going to be in the future because we have the Garden, but either or, you're going to be meeting some people at one point or another and exchanging in a really deep thought. The seance is usually very focused on a goal, speaking to spirit, right? Communicating with spirits. So I think that you're going to be doing that. Most likely it's probably going to be associated with the ending of this reading, but I'm going to leave it that. There's been confusion. It's making you take a new leap of faith or a new journey, which, you find quite interesting. I would say that's the word I was looking for, because it sparks up some element of passion within you with the Ace of Wands. It's actually illuminating your third eye. And both of these people, the Queen of Cups, if you look at her properly, she has this jewel on her forehead. I don't know if you can see that. A jewel on her forehead, which to me is kind of like a jewel next to the third eye chakra. And so does the Ace of Wands is at the third eye chakra. So I think you're going to be using your intuition to gain or seek answers. And we have the Bear card, which typically to me is about money or your finances. It could very well be that this is about finances as well. And this could be like your protection, your financial situation is, or your investments, your assets is your protection. So you're going to be embarking on a new path or a new journey. There has been confusion in the past, but you're going ahead anyways because you need to get this security. But you're going to be using your intuition vividly, okay? And then messages are going to be received or sent out. And most likely, this is the outcome of that action that you've taken, is you understand that you need to maybe deep dive into some of the elements to understand the root causes or the root of the situation. And you're probably going to be doing this through an event that you're going to be hosting with some people. Maybe it's not a seance as such, but you're going to be grouped or attending an event where there's going to be multiple people, where you're going to solicit their help, and in order to get to the bottom of things, right? These could be financial planners. These could be a lawyer, it could be a financial planner, it could be an accountant, it could be whoever, but you're going to definitely be involved. And maybe this is a transaction that you're doing. Maybe you're selling an asset that you have. This messenger, this delivery could be a contract that is being delivered as well. But regardless, there's a situation and that may have been confusing, and it's making you, maybe the confusion is also here. There was confusion somewhere along the way for which it solicits the need for you to deep dive and have this meeting with other people to rid of the confusion. And this has to do with your financial situation and your stability, your security. I'll leave it at that. It could apply on all kinds of levels, but that's the general reading I'm getting from this. All right, Capricorn, you have a good weekend. Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekend energies for the 24th, 25th, and 26th of September. So we're going to start with tarot, and then we're going to jump into the other cards. First card from tarot is the Judgment, followed by the Five of Cups and the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, to me, it's a card of learning. It's a card of learning in order to maintain stability or get better stability. And that is about financial assets or your job, something to the effect, something tangible. Or maybe for your health. So we have underneath the Judgment card, Judgment card, we have the letter. Underneath the Five of Cups, we have the coffin. And underneath the King of Pentacles, King of Cups, we have the house. From the chakra deck, we have the Victim card. And, you know, these cards are associated with the different chakras in our body. And heart chakra is green. And someone here has been a victim. I think it's you, okay? You've been victimized in the situation. And I think that the victimization was due to some toxicity around you. There's this black ink that's seeping out of the book. That to me could be revelations, or it could be toxicity that needs to be eliminated from your story. I think it's more the toxicity being eliminated from the story, because we also have the coffin right here, which putting an end to something. So coming back, you need to reground yourself. You need to learn something, maybe about your victim mentality or victim experience, or about the situation in which you feel like a victim. This could be pertaining to work, but I highly doubt it. I think it's more about you feeling victimized by a situation, probably involving someone. It doesn't have to be your lover, but it could be someone around you that was maybe a bully, or someone who is keeping you, I don't know what the right word is, but giving you the mushroom treatment. And that's basically keeping you in the dark and feeding you shit. All right, so that's the mushroom treatment, I call it. But anyways, I think you've been victimized in that perspective, and you're going to actually needing to understand the situation better to rise above that situation for your own good. Judgment is about getting a second chance at this, and underneath that, there's a communication that is going to come in, or you're sending that out. But I think the communication is coming into you. And probably what's going to be sparking up all of this element, it's going to be like the last straw that broke your camel's back, because you are disgusted from this. You're completely disgusted with the Five of Cups, which forces you to bring change and put an end to a situation. And the change that you're going to be bringing is you're going to take action on taking charge for your own heart. Okay, this is the King of Cups. He's taking action. He's loving. But I think that the love you're going to be exposing yourself to is going to be for you primarily first. But don't forget to send love to that toxic person that was around you, to not leave any bad juju between the two of you. So really use that energy to love yourself, but also send them love, but walk away from them. This is needed for your stability and security with the house underneath here. Okay? I hope this makes sense. This is probably not going to resonate with everybody, but there could be some elements of you, a situation where you've been a victim in the past from someone that was toxic, or a situation that was toxic for which you want a second chance. You need a second chance, but some communication comes in that totally sparks you and basically says enough is enough, and you move ahead, split yourself, or separate yourself, put an ending to the situation so that you can be whole again and loving towards yourself and the other. Send them love, send them on their way and with love, so you can regain some security and stability for you. All right, we'll leave it at that, and we'll see you next weekend. Take care, Aquarius. Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your weekend energies for the 24th, 25th, and 26th of September. We're going to start with the tarot, and we're going to jump into the other cards right after that. All right, so your first card is the Knight of Swords, followed by the Hierophant and the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck is Eight of Swords. Okay, you're feeling stuck, or at least you're perceiving a situation and feeling stuck in it. It's a mental state. It's not necessarily an actual state, right? So, but I see that you're walking away, or you're taking action to get out of this energy. So underneath the Knight of Swords, yeah, these cards don't spread very well. Let me just shuffle a few times. And from Dixit. Okay. So I see that you want to get out of this energy of feeling stuck, at least stuck in your mind. You are going to take action on this, and abruptly, very, very abruptly. And I think this is following an event that you will have had with people. You are in a community here, like, you know, you're going to attend some kind of multi-people event. You're probably going to be talking about this. Maybe this is in a type of a meeting that maybe you're part of a group conversational group. But anyways, you're going to meet some people. And I think this is because right after that we have communications, right? So the communications with verbal communications associated with the garden is kind of like you're meeting and talking to people. So I think following this meeting, you're definitely taking action. And this conversation that you're going to be having is going to actually help you to become the Hierophant, to vibrate on a much higher frequency and understand the base or the bottom, lower energies are not right for you, and you need to get out of that energy. This energy is probably due to someone around you, or maybe it's just negative self-talk that you've got going into your mind from past situations. Or maybe it's just your inner demons, right? Something within you, but you're definitely walking away from it, and you're having the strength to do so. It's asking you to stay intuitive, though, because you really know deep down inside how you feel. You already know the answers. And then you have the Clover, which basically is the luck card. So, you know, using your intuition will bring you the luck you need, or at least the answers. You create your own luck, in essence, by using your intuition. And look what the outcome cards we have. We have this little guy who's climbing up a giant beanstalk. So, you know, it is it is like this one here, ascension. So ascending, being more spiritual. You're getting there. It's maybe a lot of work, but guess what? You are on your way. And look what we have here. We have the card of miracle. So a miracle will happen for you in this instance. And I think the miracle is the sudden illumination that you'll be getting from the verbal communications you'll have with some individuals that you're meeting up with. All right, Pisces, I'm going to leave it at that. You enjoy the weekend, so stick around for the pick a card section. Take care. Hello again, everyone. So welcome to the pick a card section where you ask 3 questions requiring yes or no answers. You can simply ask one question and pick one of the 3 cards. But I'm going to go ahead now and select the 3 cards. So formulate your questions, and if you don't have time to do so, pause the video because I'm going to now proceed to flipping these cards. All right, so question number 1, the answer is yes, romance. Question number 2, the answer is yes, helpful people. Whatever situation is. And question number 3, the answer is yes, and it's up to you. So yes, romance for 1, yes, helpful people for 2, and yes, it's up to you for the 3rd one. So all the best to you all, and thank you for joining me today. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to hear more from me in the future, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification. All right, so you have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.